But a lot of electricians who didn't fully dive into automation a few years ago, even going back as far as 5 years ago, were using Insteon, a brand of what I would just simple down to lighting control. It does tie into smart home, of course, but really just from an electrical perspective, it was an easy way to make a light three-way, make a light four-way without having to run an extra wire. So again, it was a specific niche kind of application. And once the customer started using it and going, wow, this is powerful. That was easy. That solved my problem. But now, Rob, I'll throw this to you. You're more of an Insteon expert than me. Do you want to talk to that leap from the simple three-way into a full Insteon?
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be Insteon. A lot of what successes come from partners of ours that have just been solving problems, right? Customer wants a sconce on a wall, but there's no way of let me put it this way: there's no practical way or no easy way of running a wire from the sconce to a switch to the power source. I mean, so brands like Insteon, or these days also Shelly, or anything Z-Wave, some of the Leviton product, they solve these problems, right? So, for example, you can grab power off an outlet. Again, I'm not the code guy, but just in terms of the general, how to do it. You grab power off of the closest electrical outlet, you run it up to the sconce. You put a smart module up in the junction box there. You go to the closest wall switch that has power. You change that into a keypad, and now you have a way of controlling this new sconce or sconces, or pot lights, whatever it is, from a keypad. And in fact, I see this all the time. Like, oh, my entire basement, all the pots are all on one light or all on one switch, and I wish I could just control it so I had something for the TV area and something for the pool table, whatever the case may be. And so there's two ways you do it. You either got to go start running new wires and split it up, or you just make it smart. And so you leave the wiring in place, and you just put modules up in where the lights are and where you need to break it off, and put a keypad on the wall. And it's very simple. And you can do this, in the case of Insteon, one of the things that people liked was it could be put in and programmed without needing any kind of a smartphone or a hub or software. You can just go push the buttons, and that's still true today. I think Insteon's been around 20-ish years, 15 years, something like that. And they still, have one of the best technologies, in my opinion, for solving problems and adding keypads and control. I still use it in my house, as a matter of fact. But that's not the only tech now. There's a lot of Wi-Fi, Z-Wave, Zigbee, Matter, lots of ways to, I almost use a term that's probably not great, lots of ways to approach the subject.